Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I'm going to fulfill an order. This is for Cindy. She liked my tray that I did not too long ago. Actually, I did it for Valentine's Day. So we're going to do it kind of similar. She sent the flowers to me. These are the ones that came in Happy Mail the other day. And she sent me 2 packages, but I don't think we're going to need even 1 package. And 1 package came with all 4 of these. So these are the flowers that she wants in here. She wants the pink background like I did before. We're also going to do these 4 colors like I promised yesterday. The Rosy Cheeks is B4. Bear in Cashmere, that's the one she chose of me naming it. Touch of Velvet and Pillow Talk. So these are 4 other new colors that Dianca Pours just released. So make sure you grab them before she runs out. I'm going to do those in here like I did yesterday with the other 4 colors. I'm also going to do some in here so I can attach them to the bottles. Now the bottles, the actual life-size bottles you're going to get were ordered for me as a gift from Bobby Joe. She ordered them like immediately, so I do want to thank her. Even though they're not here, I do know they're coming, so please don't purchase them for me, you guys. They are already on their way, along with some other things that she did purchase from her. So Bobby Joe is just been so amazing to me lately, and I do appreciate that. So I will be saving those tiny little pieces like I did from the last colors and putting them on an actual jar when it comes in. So Cindy wants this done out of food safe resin. So that is the Bond Crafter. So I'm going to be mixing up the Bond Crafter today. And I think I'm going to do these first so I can set them aside and then concentrate on this. I'm going to put like 5 ounces in here. I need about... I'm going to do 3 ounces this time because I didn't separate these properly last time. So we need like, what, 8 ounces? That's it. And then the second layer we're going to do in a little while. So I'll be right back. Instead of mixing my resin first, I'm going to go ahead and dissolve these in mica powder. This is B4. Get them dissolved. That way I'm not like rushing when my resin, because I'm thinking about using the Fast Cure by Bond Crafter today. I have not used that yet. They sent it to me a while ago and I haven't had the opportunity to use it, so I'm going to do that today. This is B3 Bear in Cashmere. That's going to be a really pretty tan color. Like, that suits me so much that she chose that name from my list, because that is like a beautiful color in my world of rusticness. B2 is Touch of Velvet. And again, if you're on her website and you're looking at the mica powders, the center portion of her examples is what it looks like mixed in resin. That way you can see the difference before you purchase it, and it's not a surprise when you get it home and put it in resin and it's darker or shinier or whatever it is, different. A lot of them are the same, but some of them are definitely different. And here's a Pillow Talk. This was B1. I'm pretty sure she said she put the numbers next to the names for a while on her website, so you'll know by the numbers too if that's what you were paying attention to. I'm going to go ahead and do the pink while I'm at it. Get a nice amount of the pink. She wanted the same pink that I did before, which is this one. I link everything in the description box for you guys, so if you're ever looking for something and you're new here, that's where you can find pretty much, and even the things that I use on a daily basis, it's in another section. These are going to be so pretty with the flowers in them. So hopefully the 4-hour Fast Cure for them will not give me too many bubbles in those little vase molds. These are some gorgeous, especially as she sells them, I think, as a set too. Like, she combines 4 together, and that's where these 4 colors will be together as a set, or maybe she's just matching them for you so you don't have to if you're looking for things to go together. I know she puts them on her website like 4 in a group. She groups them, put it that way. She does a very good job, and I know she does everything herself. So she has done all of that by herself, which is pretty amazing. I wish I had the time to do a website like that. that is a goal that I think I have for this year. When I can find some time, I want to create my own website so I can get off of eBay and get onto my own website. Let me just set those aside. Now I'm gonna mix it up, 8 ounces, and if these dry a little bit, it's okay. We'll just add a little bit more alcohol, but I won't have to do that rushing to beat the clock or anything. I'm just now opening the box from Craftor, so I figured I'd show you what comes in the box since I have never opened the box before. So you get a couple of cups, obviously your part A and your part B. Fast Cure 4-hour demold. This is the 32 ounce for each bottle. They give you a whole set. Of course, you get your instructions of mica powders. Let me open these and see how many are in here. Because I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of mica powders, I do end up giving these away with orders. So if you look at all these colors, you get a whole rainbow of color of mica powders. These are not tiny little bags either, so that's nice. So some of you may be seeing these in your orders pretty soon. Like I said, I just don't have room for everything people send. You get pipettes and sticks. You're gonna get these little cups, which I will use. I'm gonna set those aside. 3 pairs of gloves, and you also get, they do stuff their boxes full of goodies, I do have to say that. Colorings. So you got red, blue, black, yellow, and white. Epoxy resin colorant. I wonder if these would be good with marbling. I'll have to try that before I give them away. I don't know if I have these from them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try it. Maybe if we have extra, I'm gonna set those aside, see if those will marble good. Okay, now I'm gonna really unpackage and get to mixing.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage.
This is a really, really thick resin, which is normal, but this one seems thicker than I'm used to, which is fine, and it's great because of the placement of the flowers. Can be like no problem right now because they are definitely not going to sink underneath this. So I'm going to mix in 5 ounces. I need 3 left. Hopefully I don't overdo it. A little more. And then I need to split the rest into those cups for the vases. That is about 3 right there. I'm just going to stir this in. We'll see how it does in the vacuum chamber. Get all the bubbles out and how long that's going to take because this is really thick. It's almost like a tabletop. All right. You don't really need to like mix like crazy when you dissolve the micas in your alcohol. I don't need this big stick now. Just wipe it off. And let's see, I just need a little one, and I think yesterday I did 3/4 of an ounce. So I know I need 2 of them around 3/4. Let's see, yeah, I could see through this. And 2 of them a little bit more. No, I need 3 of them. Let me just do almost an ounce. Hopefully I have enough. This one is kind of hard to see through. Oops, that's an ounce. That'll be the big one. And then we got 1 more. And if I have enough, I will definitely put an ounce in each one. The first one did not have the same amount. I should be able to scrape. Should be able to scrape enough. Let me just get the rest into the first cup, mix them all up, and get them in the vacuum chamber. And if you scrape like that, definitely mix them up well, because I'm sure there is unmixed resin in that cup right there. I think this was B4. I don't remember now. Wow, I just can't get over how thick it is. I've never used that resin before. And this was the Bear in Cashmere, I think. It's brown, it's gorgeous. So I think that one deepened. I'll show you next to the package here in just a second. This was, I think, Touch of Velvet. That's got a rosy color to it. And here's another brown one. It's more like, ooh, this one is stunning. This is like brownish purple. Oh, I like that one. I don't know if you could see it. Can you see the brownish purple tones? Oh my gosh, I love that one. Why couldn't she name that one after mine instead? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure this is that one. This was Rosy Cheeks. So it is darker than that, as well as this one is darker. And then this was Touch of Velvet. Yeah, they're all a bit darker. And this one, Pillow Talk. Oh my gosh, you're probably gonna want that one. Definitely gonna want that one if you like those darker tones. All right, let's get this in the vacuum chamber and see how it does.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold.
And I mixed them up again, so I'm not quite sure of the two pinkish ones, but we'll figure it out. So let's see. I do want to make these little ones first, for sure. I want to make sure I have enough to do them so I can keep it with my mica powder bottle when it arrives. There's the one. Oh gosh, I am definitely going to need to know which is which when I put these in. There's that one. This is that purpley one. That's easy to remember. So the brown one's easy to remember. It's just these two pinkish ones that are so similar. I don't need a big piece. I just need just the bottom of it, just enough to cure. All right, so they all have about the same amount. So I want to make sure that we get them done. So this is is this the purplish one? Gosh, it's hard. No. This is the Bear in Cashmere. I'm just going to fill it up. This mold is great for testing colors because you can finish it off so cute. It's very thick. Hopefully I don't get a lot of bubbles. It didn't do too bad in the vacuum chamber though. Plenty in there. A little bit left over, so maybe we can try to marble with those colors in a pendant mold or something. I'm just going to put a little bit more in here. Okay, that's that one. Then the next big one, we'll do the Pillow Talk in this big one. So pretty. Hopefully it cures like that with this hues of purple. Oh gosh, I hope I have enough. Please let me have enough. I don't know that I do, and I don't have any more clear. Oh man, is that close. So close. Close, but it worked. Nothing left of that one. Okay. No problem, as long as it's full. Okay, let's see if we could figure these out. Touch of Velvet, I think is this one. Yep, that's going to be Touch of Velvet with this heart. That's pretty, and it looks like velvet in there. I wonder if she poured these before she named them to see what they would look like. I would assume she did. You just don't buy powders and add them to your store without knowing what they're going to be. That one's nice. And then this one is the Rosy Cheeks, pretty sure. Yeah, Rosy Cheeks for the little one. And we're probably going to definitely have this left over because this is a really small one. Did I spritz this? I think so. That's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. It'll push it to the top and then it'll just evaporate. Those are really pretty colors, all in a set. All right, let's see. I could probably fit just a tad more in here. Not too much. And maybe we'll just try to marble a couple of these quickly because I got that heating up on me. Let me move this out of the way. For this one, I don't want to marble anything in there because I really like the color. So I'm just going to pour this one. I don't want to mess them up. And yes, I'm using this side of the mold today just because I don't want to have to drill out. All of these and all of these need a drill hole. That's why I'm not usually ever. You know what? Let's just marble one of them. We'll do white. That's why I'm not pouring those two sides when you see me doing this. And I just hid all the white. Hopefully we'll get some. Let's do it in here. Not too much. Enough for two of them. I really need to get to that heart before, because it's getting really thick already. Well, it was thick, so. Okay, let's do the next. Let's drip some black in. Try to get it down to the edge. Ooh, too much black. That is very pigmented. So I probably just turned most of it black. So that totally stinks. Be very careful if you open that one. It's mostly black. Let me just mix this. Hopefully we get some of that color out. Very, very pigmented. There's that. Another drop here. And a couple drops in this one. I like to get these domed. They're much easier to deal with after you take them out of the mold, as far as trimming wise. I'm not going to do black again in that one. Let's get it to the end. Get some white in there. See if we're even going to see it. We'll do this one. Whoop! The white is not as pigmented, put it that way. It's almost like milk. Let's do that one. We're losing the white. Let's do this one. This is the time where I play with my marbling techniques and colors. And we could do a small one. Not sure you're going to get any white, but let me just scrape. Do one of these little ones down here. If not, then I mean, you don't need to marble them. These are gorgeous colors on their own. But I like to practice. All right. Get enough. Let me clean this up, move everything out of the way, and grab the heart mold. I stuck my little Windows hole maker right there in the center and made sure that was clean so it will stick, and it is stuck. So let's just spritz these edges, and I will go around them Oh, it's still nice and flowy, so it's not too thick. And I don't think there's going to be any need for waiting at all to be placing the flowers with this. It's so thick. Try not to scrape bubbles, but you're really not going to see them. This is just the back coat. Just squish it all around. I think that was 5 ounces. Yeah. We don't need it thick. There's no reason to do it thick, so. Oh, it did get around pretty good though, all by itself. I think I did less last time. That's why I made 5 this time. Then I'll get a dotting tool. Go around those edges before I start opening flowers. Come on, get off. And just get something with a blunt tip so you're not scratching your mold. I'm going to loosen any of those, hopefully, not 100%, but most of the time it works, just to get those bubbles released. All right, I'm going to spritz with alcohol, pop those bubbles, and then we need to start placing some flowers. Okay, here goes nothing. I always get nervous with flowers because I don't really know a plan. I just pop these bubbles. It's been a few minutes since I shut the camera off, trying to get the flowers situated. I had to take my gloves off. My hands were sweating to death. So we're working face up, which means the green goes in the background. And I don't have a ton of green, but we're going to do what we have. Everything with green is going to go in now. And then I will cover that over. Make sure if you're working face up, that the correct side of your flowers are going in. Some of them are the same on both sides, but some of them are not. Then I have these that are green, which go this way. Oh, I just did that one upside down. And it's going to be pink now. Well, we're going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Just as I was saying, watch if it's up or down. I have to clean my tweezers. There's too much resin built up on there. They're not picking up anything good. Give me just a second. Sorry. I'm like, why aren't they? I'm just scraping them with a knife. That's all. This one. Flip over. And these cool things have greens on them too. I don't know what they are, but I like them. So we're going to put those in. Oops. Face up or face down? This way is up. Put that in. These have greens on them as well, which I don't know what they are. I don't know what anything is, so don't go by me for your flowers. I just know if I like them or don't like them. I'm going to do that. So they do have to be underneath, obviously, the resin, or the lip of the mold, put it that way. These have green on them too. So we're going to do those two. Again, I have more. She gave me 2 packages of everything. So if I need more, I will open the other packages. Let's see, we're going to put that up there. But I don't know that we need more green because it looks pretty good. I see a little bit more, one more of those other ones. Let me grab it. These thingies right here. We're going to do it right there. Now I'm just going to fill in. I even have some leaves. That's upside down. I don't know if we'll see, but we possibly could be looking pretty cool with those leaves in there. Oh, I see some more greenery. Hang on a minute. I thought I pulled everything out, but I guess I did not. This is stuck to it. I don't want that leaf on there. It's upside down. Okay. I don't know that we need more greens though. No, I don't think I'm going to do more. That's plenty. Let me see these leaves though. Now that I put one in, I need to put more in. We do have more greens, but I don't want to use any more. Ooh. I don't think. The tips of them don't touch anymore because I got to get that resin off. Interesting. Let's do a leaf there. Things look better in odd numbers, and then we'll do one there. Let me scrape my tweezers again real quick. That's better. I think they'll work better now. Now they're actually grabbing the flowers. All right, so now I'm going to cover some of the stems of those greens so it doesn't look like they're just floating out there. We're going to do these pink ones. We'll do one right there. And these whitish. And I'm just going to randomly place. That's what I do. That's all I've ever done. I don't know how else to do it. I can't come up with a plan because that's just not me. So I just kind of go until I like it, or if I don't like it, I just keep going until it changes. Let's get some of these. Now there are a couple big flowers in these packages I don't use anymore looking like this, because when it sits on the resin, it turns to clear. You really can't see it. So I don't use those anymore. Let's do some daisies in here. I did pull out my own baby's breath, although hers came with baby's breath too. And I'm just going to fill it up. If she liked mine because she ordered it. Well, hopefully she liked mine when she saw it, because that's what I'm going by. Generally, that's what I do. If you order something after you've seen the video, I assume that you liked it. Unless you tell me otherwise, how else to change it? I kind of do the same kind of thing, assuming you want it pretty similar. Let's do some of these little tiny flowers. And then some of these, I think they're called Queen Anne's lace. I love those. They're so pretty. And then I generally fill in the other spots with like the baby's breath and things like that. Let's do some of these. These have a long stem, but I'm just going to break it off because I don't want the stem. Let's see, what do we got here? I don't know what these are, but they're cute and they're little and they're a nice filler. Let's see what side, this side. And do a little up here. A couple more daisies sitting over here. We're going to go through a lot of these flowers in here. Let me get this Queen Anne's lace. I want to get all of these ones in that I can because they're so pretty. Let me see if I could find some more. I'll do some there. Oh yeah, I got a ton of them over here. Let's get some baby's breath in. We need baby's breath in everything. Let's do some there. She must do like cake or cupcake displays, I'm thinking, because she had mentioned in her email that she had purchased one of my cupcake stands I made in the past. And this is another stand. So my guess is she might be a baker or something, which is why she would want food grade. Let's do a bunch of baby's breath. And I try not to add things after I shut the camera off, just so you don't come back, turn the camera on, and you're like, what is that? That's not how you left us. So I try to do it all with you. I'm just going to fill in. I'm just filling in. That's all I'm doing. I don't know any other way. Fill in some spots here. Then we're going to let it cure at least to tacky, if not harder. Depends on how much I have going on in the background. Let's put some up here. I'll probably turn the heat mat on in a little while to get it to firm up. Let's do some over here. I kind of want to, let's do them up here. Oh, look at that bubble right there. Zap them. What else? Here's another Queen Anne's lace. I'm getting down to, I don't think we need much more. Here's some tiny, tiny, tiny ones. Oh gosh, please, plastic, don't go in there. Really tiny little things. We'll put one there. And then one there. Whoops. Here's something. This might actually disappear in it. So let's put it on and off something so you can see how that right there, that's what that big one was going to do. And these little things that I love so much, can't see them in your resin. They disappear. I tried a couple different colors in the background, didn't work. I love these Queen Anne's lace. Let's do here. What do we have left? Little. We'll do here. I hope this isn't too busy for her. Now I'm getting a little worried. We're gonna do, I'm just gonna stack them. Some of them. So we can not see all the edges of everything. And let's see. Here's a little one. Where do we want it? Right here? I don't know what these are. These look like Queen Anne's lace too. They're on a stem, so maybe that's how they're grown. I'm not sure. I wish I knew how to do flowers. I wish I knew how to keep things alive. Although I have to say, if Sparkle, if you're watching, that Christmas desert whatever rose, I don't remember, Christmas cactus you sent me for Christmas is alive and well. That one's pretty simple to take care of. Let's do it here. I'm not great with plants. I planted dandelion seeds because I wanted to do the dandelion thing in resin, right? Planted them months ago. You think I can grow, I know some of you are going to say it's not a weed. I call it a weed because we don't want them growing in our yard. You think I could grow that in a pot? It's in a pot on my lanai. We got all the greenery is growing, but the actual dandelion part that I really want, it refuses to come up. So it's probably been at least 3 or 4 months. Is this too big? We're going to do it right there. And I cannot get the flower. I'm going to stop there because I'm going to keep talking and that's it. I think we're good. Cindy, I hope you like it. If not, you'll see it on eBay. eBay, put it that way. All right, I'm going to get this cured or tacky and mix up some more of the fast cure. I'm going to be putting crushed crystal in that. And there's a bubble right there, right underneath that. I don't want to light these on fire or anything. Okay, I'm going to clean up my mess, get it cured, and then we'll do the top coat. it's time for the top coat. So I mixed up 10 ounces, forgot to do the 4 hours. So this is their normal epoxy. It doesn't matter which one you use from them. It doesn't have to be 4 hour. It doesn't have to be epoxy. All of them are food safe. So at least I didn't mix up the wrong brand. I just mixed up the longer curing time. Not a big deal. I don't know how much it's going to take. It could take a few more than this 10, to be honest with ya. I put crushed crystal in it, ran it through the vacuum chamber. And yeah, I could use a couple more actually to dome it nicely. Oops, look at that, flower is floating. So I will have to watch that. If it's going to continue to float, then I am going to just cut that little piece off. I do not want to do a whole entire top coat for one tiny little petal. Wow, that held so far 15, which is fine because I need like an ounce or two off camera for something else. So I'm good to do it again. And you know what I just did. So basically, I'm just going to mix up a couple more ounces, put it in here, get it cured, watch that flower. And because see how these bubbles are popping up? They're coming up from the flowers. I don't recommend a heat mat. I'm going to try my hardest not to automatically turn my heat mat on, because I do that so often. It's just habit, and I've ruined pieces by doing that before. Because these bubbles are going to pop up from up underneath some of these flower petals. See, there's some there. So if you turn your heat mat on, it really increases your chances of getting bubbles on the surface where you don't want them. Especially these. See how these have little air pockets underneath? They're just popping right up underneath all these little flower petals. So I'm going to try so hard to make sure I catch that. Okay, so I guess I'll be back when it's ready to demold. We're going to put, she wants stones around the edges. I'm going to use that chain stone on there. So that's pretty simple. And then we'll undo all of the colors and show you those. Okay, the tray is cured. Now everything cured before that, so I did go ahead off camera and finish things up so you didn't have to sit through a fast forward today. Here are the marbled pendants, which they did marble pretty nicely. This is the one that I didn't marble with the pillow talk, but I thought that was going to be completely black. It wasn't, and these came out actually pretty good. This one didn't marble too much, but I'm happy with them. Good enough that they can be gifts. And okay, here are the colors. The Touch of Velvet and the Rosy Cheeks are extremely close. I had such a hard time figuring out which one was which, but I'm pretty sure that I did. So this is the Touch of Velvet, all finished up with little flowers in there. It's a very pretty color. I like the color, but it's so hard to tell the difference between the two. And this is the Rosy Cheeks. You can see right next, this one's a little bit redder, and this one's a little bit pinker. So if you're looking for more redder tones, get the Touch of Velvet. Pinker tones, get the Rosy Cheeks. But didn't they come out cute? Their little flowers in there. And then this is the Bear in Cashmere, which is basically a brown, which looks pretty. I just put some greenery, some baby's breath. This actually just came from some roses that Anthony had brought home for me. The roses are gone, but the baby's breath will last forever, so I use those. And then this is the Pillow Talk with that purple sheen in there. Got a little bit of glue in some places. I'm still going to be putting some rhinestones to dress them up, but I wanted to show you the color before I did that. So this does have a beautiful purple tone to it. But that looks really pretty with some purple flowers. I did not have silver left. If she does not want the gold, although the gold looks really nice with it, then I would have to order the silver, which is not a big deal. She'll just have to wait a few more days. So this is ready to come out. I added 2 more ounces of the resin. So it took a total of 17, which I need to write on here for the next time, because usually you do things like this in layers and you need to know how much you're going to end up with. There is that, and then we'll just take this little plug out pretty easily. And there is the tray. She does want the rhinestone edging. So before that, I do want to take my nail file at an angle and just take down that edge, because it sounds like she's going to be using this. Even if they're not using it, you want to make sure that that edge is not sharp at all. Get that dust off, and you won't have to do anything to that as long as you're at an angle. If you're going to go straight on top, then you're definitely going to have to cover that up with something. This side's not too bad, and it barely needs anything. It just needs that little tiny touch. That's good. And I will put that rhinestone edge on that comes in the string. So for this, all you do is I put a little rubber, it's not really rubber, it's like foam actually. I put it up underneath here. You know what I'm going to do? Well, let me see. I don't know if I need that on the bottom, because there is a little bit of an indentation. No, I don't think I need that on the bottom. I'm going to put that on the top here to protect the resin. And this is the only one that I used on the last one, is the top piece of the 3-piece. These are the, I'm not going to tighten it because it's so cured, like, right. It's still, I could bend it if I wanted to. So that is the tray. I just used the top piece of the 3-tiered cupcake stand hardware. That's all. But I do like the gold on it. We'll see if she likes the gold on it. But I don't want to keep it on there until it's fully cured. So I'm just wanted to show you what it looks like. I'll probably put it on for some photos. And just mail it to her separately. So for the rhinestones, we're going to go around the edge with these. With some glue. Oh, those are pink. Ooh. Those might look pretty. I think I'm going to go with the pink. I like the pink on there. I think she will too. If she likes the pink background, she should like the pink. So I just take B7000 for these because it holds nice and tight. I'm going to move these now. I did glue these to my bags because they were so similar. I'm just going to rip them off the bag when the actual bottle comes, re-glue them on the bottle, but they were so similar I didn't want to get them mixed up. So let me put these on real quick. I'm not even going to put you in a fast forward. I'm basically going to put some glue down and string these all the way around so I don't have to work under the camera since I have nothing else to finish for you. No cool song today. I'm sorry. Some of you will be happy about that. A lot of you won't, but that's okay. I'll be right back with the finished product. All right, it is finished. That is so much faster than doing them one by one by one. So I just do like a section 3, 4, 5 inches at the most, and then get it laid down, push it where it belongs. It's already drying pretty quickly. And then move on to the next section. That's how I do it. And it goes on pretty good, and it moves pretty easily. So there is the pink. I put the gold handle back on so I can get you some pictures. I hope she likes it. The sparkle is just gorgeous. And that's it for today. Not too much finishing work, but that's okay. We always have tomorrow. I've got some happy mail to show you tomorrow. Amazing happy mail. So I won't do that now because it's the end of the video and I want most people to see it because she sent a lot. All right, guys, I will see you then. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye, everybody.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Sparkly streams, her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story.